All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shenandoah High School.
Do we have music? Have you gotten to that point yet?
I haven't gotten
Not
to that
yet. All right,
point
so I will do
yet.
it.
We are here to. Does that sound better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. We are here for Madison-Grant versus Shenandoah. This is a rescheduled game from back just about almost a month ago, I guess now.
Yeah, during the Snowgeddon.
That's right.
When we had all that snow, and then it got real cold, and they said, you know what, we're just not going to play today. It was one of those games that we were thinking we were going to play that day, and then it just said, no, we're a little scared on what's about to happen, which at that day was a good call because it got really rough really quick, and I don't think anybody really wanted to go out in the evening for the drive.
Exactly. So JV matchup first here, and we will then varsity 20 minutes after the completion of this game.
Yeah, this
could be a double overtime like it was last home game.
Double overtime for
JV. You and Christopher up here.
Yeah.
Mr. Gray filled in, and we're going to see if we can get him back again on Friday night. That will be down on
a packed full week this week.
It is for both. Yeah, for our teams. We have game tonight. Well, it's Saturday, but then game today, game Saturday, and
a game Friday.
And Friday, yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have a game again midweek next week.
Is it?
I have to double check.
Is it Friday or Thursday?
We have a game Friday night and Saturday night of this week.
Yeah. I knew that we had 3 games this week.
Yes.
Semi-state wrestling is on Saturday, which is one that I love to partake in since it's right there in Newcastle. You get to see basically most of the wrestlers that will win state are usually from our region or our semi-state over there at Newcastle. It's super exciting to watch. But here we are with our JV, with our starters. We've got, looks like Music, Nolan Rector, Caden Gray, Jaden Campbell, and 22. Cam Elman.
Yeah, Cam is out there. For Madison-Grant, let me see if we got here. Number 3, Zajon Johnson. Number 5, Aiden Durr. Number 10, Cameron Richards. Number 23, Cooper Rudy. And number 30, Caleb Lamb.
First assessment here, watching them, it looks like they run kind of the similar offense that we are running. A little bit of a turnover there. 23 was thinking they were going to have the front cut, but Caden got the steal there.
Caden got the steal. Caden's dealing with a little bit of a finger issue, but he's going to play through it.
A little man-to-man. And then a scuffle for the ball and our first jump ball for the
first
game.
Yep. And Shannon. Oh shoot! There we go. I was looking up the schedule, didn't flip. Didn't miss much. Just the music with a good take. Just short.
Oh. Music has a nice little stride when he drives into the basket. Something that he's going to need to continue to work on. When we were at Tipton, that was something that really helped us in that JV game. They did a really good job of cutting off those lanes, but he still drove with his stride. That one right there, I think he was probably expecting a little bit more defense.
Yeah.
some
back cut.
Oh.
And Gray with another steal.
Another steal. Still scoreless.
Still scoreless.
The old lightweight fight where we're trying to figure out what are we trying to do here.
Campbell. Oh. There's Cam. Ellerman for 2. And Shenandoah comes out in a 1-2-2 press here. Three. This is John Johnson. Hopefully I say that correctly.
Yeah, sometimes it messes us up a little bit when you look at the the roster and you got some of the similar numbers for JV, and then someone else
by Campbell
playing on that same number in varsity.
Johnson pushes the ball. Almost had a carry there.
Johnson, a sophomore, 6'3".
Long.
He looks like a basketball player, doesn't he?
There's a travel. Yeah, I think it was him in JV or in warm-ups. He was throwing it down a little bit.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
So he has some hops. He's, big, tall kid, 6'3", listed on the roster. That size is always going to be helpful.
Ooh.
Oh, with the rebound.
A little hard on the shot there.
And number 10, Cameron Richards for 3.
The weird part about basketball, again, the momentum, the drives. I mean, we're able to get shots up and get into the rim, and they take 2 shots on the basket, and they're up by 4 points.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had two good looks, 2 good layup opportunities, and just weren't able to convert.
Yeah, the tougher shot was Allman out at the top of the key or top of the block. And
that was a tough shot there.
Yeah.
So good make there by Jaden.
I was gonna say,
I had to think.
That's good. I'm glad you thought about it.
Learning to think before I speak.
I like to just throw Campbell out there because then that really checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah. Especially at Shenandoah.
Yep.
Got a couple more coming up.
I know. That was one of the things I saw in one of her posts talking about this was the last year for ECI for them over a 15-year run.
And it was anniversary, was it 4 years ago-ish when Jasper hit that full court down?
Yeah, I saw that one. And what was really neat was my wife and I were talking about how the excitement of that season and just having the players that were playing on that team, it was one of those things that you're excited to come watch them because you never knew who was going to be on fire. And sometimes all 3 of them would be on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they'd be all off, but they still rallied around to do some stuff. And to go to that classic and be the little guy, the little underdog that, we were begging to get into that classic for 2-3 years. And we get there and we play Newcastle and they felt like we didn't belong. And that shot right there, right before the half, gave us some spark. And then McCullough hitting that shot in overtime was pretty amazing. And it was a good reminder of how basketball in Shenandoah is, what we want to get it back to.
Go right up. There you go, Jasper. Oh, Jaden.
He's showing his presence down low, and that was one of the things that was very impressed at Tipton as well. Tipton had a pretty strengthy, very kind of older, bigger core to their JV, and Campbell still played pretty strong and pretty thick down there underneath the basket.
He's putting good work in, and you could tell that he's missed when another 3. That's by Aiden Durr.
We're starting to realize what they're going to do. Shoot some threes. Let's hope they live by the 3 and die by the 3.
Yeah. And he had early Durr. It was Rudy, I think, was at the line shooting 2. He made 1 of 2. So
3 3-pointers and a free throw?
And a single, yep.
Gets us to the 10. We do it the hard way.
That's right. Campbell, I think, oftentimes gets missed when, he only typically plays about 2 quarters of JV, then will.
Ooh, nice shot there.
Johnson here for 2, and looks like Shenandoah will call a timeout. Looks like it will be a 30-second.
Yeah, that's a timeout where you don't want to get the possessions too far out there. That mental hump of the 8 to 10 point lead versus the 6 to 4 point lead,
Yeah, and you're also looking at hey, this is what they're doing offensively. This is what we're not doing well defensively. We need to make a couple adjustments.
Yeah, probably maybe an adjustment for either full court press, make them earn it on the way up, or let's change our defense, something like that.
Yeah.
Offensively, I don't think we're doing too bad. We're missing a couple open layups that should come later.
Yeah, you would hope. Yeah, absolutely. Keep working offensively.
I mean, it looks like the key thing is to close out a little bit quicker, make it tougher on those three-point shots, and not let Johnson get going. I feel like he's a streaky player that if he can find his zone, I mean, he's already proven he's got a range, and he's not even drove to the basket yet, you know.
Good take. And collapse.
There we go.
Good fight. And Madison-Grant ball. Music tipped that as he was going for it. It's a Tuesday night game, too. I always wonder how you kind of respond to a Tuesday game. If it feels different than a Friday night or a Saturday night.
Yeah,
you know?
the atmosphere here.
And I think the kids feel. I think I was
just getting over the Super Bowl Monday and
Super Bowl Monday, yeah. And just you have to go back to school tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and I wonder about the mental thing about we got 3 games this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, from our vantage
Johnson,
point,
rebound?
that was a little off on this side.
Yeah, absolutely. Johnson pushes it, looks a dish. Rudy has it in the paint.
Trying to get, see, you just need to close out faster.
Yep. Richards there, kind of got lost and made the 3.
Yeah, they're sharing the wealth around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 4 of their 5 starters have scored. Only Lamb has not. Cam for 3, missed.
Oh, I guess his range is not that far.
Off the top of the backboard. No good. End of the first quarter, 15-6. Story of the game so far is Madison-Grant hot from deep from 3, and Shenandoah a little cold from a lot of different places. But that'll get, that should change hopefully here second quarter.
I didn't see any fouls in that half, in that quarter at all.
No, you're right. There are JV cheerleaders. Give them a little love.
Well, we've got 1 foul up there on the board. I forgot about the free throw shooting.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I should have remembered that. Shame.
So what do you do to slow him down?
Well, I think you're right. I mean, I think man, but also closing them down, not losing your guys off of screens, fighting through those or switching as necessary, and getting a hand in their face.
Yeah, the distance that you're creating with the shooters on the three-point line, because you're kind of crashing down inside the block trying to help out, gives you that space that you're not closing out fast enough. And I'm not sure if they're trying to earn the respect, because I think they are. To me, they are. Nice snag.
Uh-oh, wrong button. There we go. Campbell will go the line shooting 2. And that looks like, is that 10 on there?
Is Campbell hurt?
Nah, he doesn't get hurt.
He's getting a little rough getting up. Land on an elbow, wrist.
Maybe he does get hurt. He should be. Cameron Richards there with his first. Team first. Just maybe needs a seconder here. Official help. Give him a moment.
Yeah, it's kind of rough when you're the shooter.
Yeah.
Rule book says if they're injured, you can sub someone in to be able to shoot for them, but
I think the defense who chooses who shoots, right? Or is that just in NFL or NBA? I have to double check.
I don't know. I've not gotten the rule book from you yet. I know that you got me one.
Oh,
I've just not gotten it from you.
Yeah. What a terrible human being. Campbell misses 2, probably both because of that injury. He's a pretty good free throw shooter.
The little adversity that you get to push through in a basketball game, such as a subtle little thing of your wrist hurts, so what? Go make these free throws.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it was off too much.
Good move. Oh. Gray fighting for that.
So with Brody coming into the game, you can tell they're trying to establish the block. Some down low stuff. Allman getting handsy, making it difficult to cross over. Allman coming into the game 6'4", sophomore, a little bit taller than Jaden, but at least twice the weight.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy. I hope he plays football.
Usually in these little schools like this, you're gonna have to.
Yeah. Deep three, a little off the mark.
Yeah.
Jasper with the rebound. Not Jasper. Jaden with the rebound and the layup.
You gotta stay with Campbell.
Gotta stay with Campbell. I'm gonna stay with Campbell. He doesn't listen to this anyway, so it's all right.
All right. Look at the hands.
Gray there with great hands. Almost out of steal.
I don't think he was ready for it. He stuck his hand down there and the ball hit off his hand. He's like, oh, okay, yay. And then just kind of tipped it off of Allman.
You'll see he has his left fingers taped. Well, he jammed his finger pretty badly.
Which finger is it?
It's his index finger.
Ah. I always laugh about the taping of the fingers because when I was, in the sports world, I always laugh because taping them never really did anything. Unless you buddied it up with something else.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at his tape.
It's probably buddy it up with his middle finger.
Well, I'm looking down at his tape job, and it's got 2 fingers, 1 wrap. There's not the top wrap on it.
Ball?
So.
Yeah. They did X-ray it today, and there was negative. So
is that why we only have 1 wrap on it?
Maybe.
Still need that spread.
So, because we were a little worried, remember Carter, his freshman year had that we thought was a stubbed finger, and it was a dislocated finger.
Yeah. And it went 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Went 3 weeks. We were like, just put some dirt on it. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Basket by Music.
Nice.
Oh, steal by Campbell.
Give it back. Oh, yeah. Good dish.
Good move. Make it.
Nice.
There you go, Music. Good job, Aiden. Another good little hands on there for Gray.
Oh, no.
He went
got a little shove there. Straight up.
Good challenge.
Make him earn it.
Ball out, Madison-Grant. Ball. So Shenandoah's closed the gap here, 15-12 here.
There's a little bit more pep in their step when they got into that full court press.
Yeah. And
I wonder if he was holding the dogs back like, all right, wait, hold.
23. Oh. Rudy had a little bit of a hook there. And they're going to get a foul. Cooper Rudy gets a foul.
Who are they calling it on?
Cooper Rudy, number 23, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, a little body there on that rebound.
Speaking of Rudy, I saw Cody Rudy and his wife and little daughter walk in.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. It might be because that might be his nephew.
It might be. What side is he sitting on as well? I don't know.
I mean, first game I've seen him come to.
Yeah. There you go. Is that his nephew?
I don't know. It's spelled the same.
Spelled the same. You can make assumptions.
Everybody assumes I'm related to the mayonnaise. It's not even spelled the same.
Oh.
A little fun nickname in high school, Mayo. You were probably Fries.
Yeah.
Ketchup? They call you Ketchup? Maybe that's our new call sign up here.
There you go. Ketchup.
Ketchup and Mayo.
Ketchup, Mayo. You mix those two together. Oh, well, I'm not a Mayo guy.
I've seen people do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a pump fake. Stick it in there.
Rector for 3.
Nice.
Nothing but net. and he was hot.
A couple games ago. He's a
Games
little
ago,
off
that JV,
Tipton.
that JV game, that was
Ooh.
double overtime.
Jam his other finger?
Maybe.
I heard. It sounded weird up here.
Yeah. But
yeah, we have a hard time remembering things that's happened a week before.
Oh yeah.
Our old age up here.
Absolutely. Well, so much happens in a week. I feel like.
Yeah, it's so dusty. Uh-oh.
And they're gonna get.
Who are they getting that on?
40. Is that 40?
Yep.
I don't have a number. Oh, Brody Psalms. First.
Psalm?
I think that's how you spell it or pronounce it.
15-15. We got it tied up. What a move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got a text from Mrs. Gray.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And
look
she
up.
Said,
a little hard. Uh-oh.
And actually, Caden did tell me this earlier, but he has mallet finger.
Ooh.
And I had mallet finger, too.
Yes,
I
remember. You've talked about it almost every year.
Playing basketball, actually. And so.
In high school?
No, this was
intramural.
Intramural.
Was it the donkey basketball that you played?
No, definitely not. But
did you ever partake in the donkey basketball?
No, but my wife did. So, and one of my good friends did as well, but he tore his ACL. And that's
on the donkey?
On the donkey, maybe.
Ouch.
3 by 10. Cameron Richards.
Madison-Grant just answers right back on our run.
A nice little run here coming out of that timeout.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
I'm going to get a foul on
23.
That.
A little aggressive down on the block there when they're trying to post up. So I wasn't watching that one. But it could be one of those moments that they're just trying to figure out how far can I push it.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that when Brody come down here and Campbell was trying to post up a little bit, or not
Richard
post up, but
Nolan would have had
just
it.
watching how they let him play. Good block there.
Good block.
Good take, good block. That's basketball.
Yep. But I was telling Caden about what the treatment for mallet finger is, and he's like, I don't know if I'm going to do that. So, Mrs. Gray, Dana, there you go. You might not be all in on the treatment.
Oh, what a pass! What a catch!
You essentially have to keep it immobilized and straight.
Yeah.
And so
for a long period of time.
6 weeks. Even when you're changing dressings or taking the splint off, taking a shower. And it's terrible.
Now, is that why they call it mallet finger, because of the treatment?
No, mine was more severe than his, where the finger was shaped like like that.
Like a mallet.
Like a mallet.
Yeah.
And so it was a full tear of the tendon that connects the tip of the finger. And he might only have, I don't know, I'm not his doctor, but he might only have a partial tear. Jaden Campbell for one.
There you go. Was it not a doctor? Formula. That was the end of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, yeah. Or makes the second. But I stayed at a Holiday Inn once.
That's an old school one.
That is old school. And there's a good block.
Tip there.
Was that Rector?
Yep. Is this a hold for the last shot, or?
No.
Oh,
they're going to call it offensive foul on Campbell.
Yeah, I got him right at the right time.
He
went down, hit it. Yeah. There was contact.
There was contact.
I'll give it to him. Yeah. I think it was a good play. I'm a trade, right? If it's going to happen on our side, I'd expect it to happen the same way.
Yeah, sure. There's going to be a hold there. Just a little grab on the back of the jersey by Gray.
Yeah. We've been getting a little bit getting away with some of the handsy fouls
That's his
without being
first
called. And I think the refs looked up and saw we're at 5-1.
Yeah. And
See?
you got to call that one.
See?
Yeah.
See?
So we're
You're welcome.
Ways.
Campbell says, you know what? If they're going to do it to me, I might as well go learn and see where they can call it on my end.
Yeah.
And we had the advantage of where we're sitting with the angle. That shoulder went right down, hit the chest, and fell down.
Yeah, but did it really? I mean, I don't know. Both of them I felt were maybe a little light. Let's put it that way.
Hey, there was contact, and the person fell, and they didn't call foul.
Travel on Gray. It's a little bit of a shuffle there.
I didn't. Maybe a little extra hop.
Yeah.
I was looking at the hands because I was watching straight up to see if there's going to be a foul. So I missed. I'd like to. Oh, got him to shoot. Good rebound.
Solid work by our student section down there. Or somebody. At halftime.
Counting down, and they were a little 4 seconds early.
4 seconds early. 10 minutes left here. Oh, well, 10 minutes until the start of the second half.
Something to get you refocused.
That's right. So 22-17 here. Story of the game early. Madison-Grant pretty hot at 3 from distance.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to cool off?
I hope so.
Well, hope is not a strategy.
I told somebody that today.
Oh.
When I asked the kids, hey, you feel confident about tonight? You going to win? They said, I hope so. I was like, hope's not a strategy.
Not a strategy.
But we'll be back. All right, we should be back here. Start of the second half for the JV. And, again, 22-17.
Yeah. I need to find a non-copyrighted sound.
I probably could add
some
music
timing
to this setup. I can change our voices, but I don't think anybody wants us to do that. So.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of girls sectional basketball at the NFHS or the IHSA Sports Network, and just kind of listen to other people and how they're doing it and watching how they're doing it. It's pretty cool. Northeastern's definitely one that was doing the sectional down there at Hagerstown for the girls sectional, and you know how they have the different camera angles and how they flip them back and forth. And then they have some commercials, so it's like, you know, and I know that you've mentioned them before. They set the standard a little bit, and we get to kind of listen and talk to them and learn how to do it a little bit.
And so I don't know if I told you this.
You have?
Oh, okay. One of the officials last week or 2 weeks ago, when I was working the table, was one of the guys who helped set the Northeastern one up, and he was, I think, an administrator over at Northeastern. And he, so we're going to kind of build a little bit of a relationship where he can give us some advice and basket there.
But they worked around and got the mismatch there to where, you know, number 23, Cooper Rudy kind of drove down. Got, you know, he shoots that about twice a game. And you can tell it's one of his spots he likes, but he never gets his shoulders squared up.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he likes shooting it from there, but he never gets himself squared up. I think we tried to, in an overtime game, tried to finish it out with that shot too.
Yeah.
Might be kind of a play there for a coach to try to get Caden into the game. Oh, good hands there by Ullman.
That will be Madison-Grant ball, Argyle ball. Jasper read that well. Rudy.
Oh.
Kind of built like Rudy, too.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Ouch.
Fade away. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Got him running. Bust
Cam
it.
to Gray. Gray for three, short.
Goodness. He usually makes about one or two of those a game.
I remember the blue gold day here. No, maybe it was a scrimmage against Elwood when he made several. Like 2 or 3 in a row. I'm like, oh, wow, Gray's going to be a three-point shooter.
Cam did a really good job of coming down there and just seeing that lane open up.
Yeah,
very scatty with the ball. Just kind of took a crossover and ran right into the basket, and nobody really was able to come over on help. Music all over them, and they didn't get the foul. It's a good drive and put back there by Caleb Lamb. Or not put back, but put up. We are playing with a lot of energy. Not a lot of stoppage on the clock here or in play, so you'll probably see some. It was a good behind-the-back crossover. And
nice little shot.
Squared it in. They do like to spread the love on the Argyle side.
Balanced. Painter, is this his first time in?
Oh. Yes.
I think, and partly I think he's been sick this week. Not this week. He was sick last week, maybe.
Keeping the starters in with the Argylls here, so they're running and gunning and kind of build up a nice little lead here. 9-point lead. We've got to kind of answer a little bit.
Absolutely.
Find some range.
Painter. There we go. Jasper. Jaden. Gray.
Square your shoulders.
But he'll go to the line shooting 2. I think they'll give that foul to Cooper Rudy.
Those are some things.
Oh, no, I'm wrong.
Like for his learning lessons
Caleb
from up
Lamb.
here. When he gets the ball, the angle that he gets to shoot that, he takes away the bounce. The I can't think of it right now. The when you bounce it off the glass.
Backboard?
Yeah, what do you call that? I can't even think of it.
I don't. Yeah.
Using the backboard, I guess. I don't know. Bank shot is what I was looking for.
Oh, there you go.
So as he's down there on the block, like when he spins and gets to an angle, he spins far enough where he takes away that angle to do the bank shot. So if we can just get him a little bit deeper with his first initial step towards the middle to spin around, he could still have that angle of the bank shot. Man, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I should have practiced on my vocabulary. That's why JV is here, right?
That's well, maybe.
JV is for us to warm up. Sorry for those that are watching right now. It's just us getting la 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 la.
JV parents are like, oh, these jerks.
Well, we did get a text, so at least we know that Mrs. Gray is watching.
Well, she's here now, so she's not even watching anymore.
Phew.
Yeah. So I think maybe I don't know if her sixth grade had a game today or not. They had a game yesterday. No, Gray for 3. Long.
Rebound.
Painter.
Rebound. Thank
and
you.
Campbell come down with a rebound.
Oh,
great job, Campbell.
That's the way he sneaked that in there underneath that rim.
Kind of felt the defender kind of just gave him a little bit of space, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, and the angle was a bank shot.
Angle was a bank shot.
Oh,
deep
testing.
3 by Johnson.
Testing his
hard
range.
off the back of the rim.
Oh, shoot. Throw it. Oh.
Rector.
That was Allman.
Oh, it's Cam. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're going to get Gray for a foul.
He is a football player playing basketball, and sometimes gets real aggressive on that transition
but he
rebounding.
Loves basketball. Timeout, Madison-Grant.
It's always interesting watching football players play basketball because they're a little bit more physical.
Yep.
So they want to run into you. They want to hit you, and sometimes you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah. They don't shy away from the contact.
No, they don't.
The 1 year my son played, I saw that a lot.
He was still in football mode.
Yeah. It was good for him.
Yeah, we don't really have too many basketball players on our roster. As of right now, Caden is the only one on JV.
Yeah.
And then you got Miles, Trevor, and Marcus.
Yep.
That are over there on the JV bench. And then 2...
Ball was thrown out of bounds there.
3 players, I think, on varsity. Gray, Hellman, and...
May?
May, yeah.
Yep.
So we come out with our full court press to have the Argylls take a little bit of time bringing it down. And Johnson's testing his range again and
off.
Airballed it on that one. So 7-point game for us.
Oh, probably could have got a foul, but that's...
Yeah, by fading away from it.
And that should go back
It was easier for them to kind of push him a little bit, and so then his angle was off. Like it was before, he was coming this direction instead of towards the basket. And I think he was a little shocked that his stride that he needed to get closer to the rim didn't take him closer to the rim because there was a body there that kind of kept him away from that.
Caden did a really good job staying in front of Johnson there.
Yeah, and not picking up a foul. I thought there was a little bit of contact.
It's definitely making it difficult for him.
Hey, Johnson moves very, very smooth without the ball, kind of with his cuts. Just a little bit tough to. That was a good shot. Oh, Yep.
They're going to
travel.
They're going to get Nolan on that, I think.
No, they called travel.
Oh, lucky us. I thought they were going to get Nolan on that. Just a little bit of a physical contact there.
Yeah, even the coach thinking they were calling the foul. He was huddling his boys up. Oh,
Painter.
Sneak him in there.
Oh.
And then I think that was drawn up. Oh. I thought that was drawn up that way.
And kind of still some of those struggles of like just not making those easy shots.
And
23 seconds here, 22 seconds.
Yeah, I kind of come back to what you said about the Tuesday feeling.
I think it matters. I mean, I think kids, I don't think it's conscious or they know it, but I think this like Tuesdays just feels, it felt weird for me.
That was a bit aggressive. Way straight up at the top of the key. It's hard for them not to call that. As a defender, you just run right into the person with your chest.
Oh.
Not sure.
Oh! Hits the three.
Nice.
Music.
I was sitting here worried about the over and back.
Yeah,
is it the ball or is it the foot?
Well,
because I've seen it called where your shoestring has floated on the other side of that.
Yeah.
Tipton won last week. One of the guys he wasn't established yet, so he jumped from back court into the front court. The ball was 3 feet on the other side of the line, but because he hadn't established in there, he still got called for over and back. And some fans that were not privy to that rule were a little distraught, but that's the rule. You got to establish yourself.
I think it's 2 of 3, both feet and a ball. So that's
the
3
tip,
points
like
of contact.
the edge of the ball could be there, and then your shoestring
Maybe,
could be the other one.
I think.
Okay.
All
things that we need to look up in the rule book.
Yeah.
Maybe by the end of the year we'll figure this stuff out. If you are listening and you know how to type, how about you throw it up there at the @freeze Instagram.com.
@freeze. My Instagram is @JasonMFreeze.
What is it?
Jason M. Freeze.
M. Freeze.
I think I can remember Instagram.
We were trying to say it.
Oh, I know. I heard that.
Again, just right to the basket.
Nice little floater.
I don't think their JV scouted Cam very well because he's been getting to that basket.
He's quick
most of the time.
Trying to recruit him for track.
He'd be a good track player.
Yeah.
Is it a player or runner?
Runner. Or athlete.
Track athlete.
Depends what he's doing. I'm imagining him as a sprinter. Oops. But
a little jump stop.
Good rebound by Campbell. Pushes it. Element.
Nice. Oh. Deflected.
Right off of Music's face.
Straight up. Get the rebound. There you go. They're all the same team.
Definitely going to call a jump ball.
There you go, Nolan. He was able to get something in there on that to call a jump ball. Yeah,
it's important.
Two big boys going down there to be able to wrestle over a fumble. I'm not sure Nolan's gonna feel too comfortable about that one.
No.
Got to teach him color, no color.
He's gives up a little bit of size on that.
That's the way to get your hands straight up. That's good defense. It's just a little bit better of a shot.
Solomon with the shot and the basket. Cam with the 3. Nothing but net.
Cam's starting to put a game together that says maybe you should scout me.
Yeah. You see flashes of him doing this a lot.
Well, you can tell that either Madison-Grant just hasn't seen or understand or is just not really wanting to guard him. Must have lost the handle.
Lost the handle coming in. Short-armed 3 there. by Hank Rudy. A lot of Rudies. Music for 2. And they're going to get
over the back.
Campbell.
No, Nolan.
Oh, Rector.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Somebody has to come out.
So we got a Cooper Rudy and a
Hank
Rudy.
Hank Rudy.
It's a 1 year apart. Must be brothers.
So that's where you would like to see him get established and just kind of like fall back.
Yeah.
And see if he can take that charge again.
Yeah, Madison-Grant does a really good job of kind of keeping you guessing on what kind of move I'm going to do down low, because they haven't been consistently doing the same move every time. There's been some jump stops, there's been some fades, there's been some kick outs.
And they're starting to pick on maybe our lack of, I don't want to say size, but thickness.
Yeah, thickness is a good word.
Rector. And Cooper Rudy definitely plays like a football player.
Yeah, he's got that look in his eyes.
He's bumping.
Yeah.
You know.
He's a hard player.
Yeah.
Making things happen.
Yep.
Not
shying away from contact or physicality.
Yeah. Probably a fullback, H-back, or maybe even a lineman, because he doesn't seem selfish on the basketball court. That's They closed down. They closed down on music on that one pretty quick.
And Painter?
I don't know. Is it 32 or 33? Which one's he going to go with? I can't see.
Can't tell.
33? Oh, 32.
Painter. Timeout. Madison-Grant. Kind of ice their own shooter. That's good.
Probably something to settle down. Johnson's been a little off this quarter. They've been scoring their points down there in the block. I'm not sure if it's a mental thing that says, coach needs to just kind of re-straight. Maybe wants to change a little bit on the defensive side, do some press or something. If they make these 2 free throws, they're going to be up by 10. That's a kind of a different approach to the game, I think, from a coaching perspective versus, hey, if we miss one, this is what we're going to get into. I think what's interesting here on the play clock is the 3 fouls to 0 fouls. So we're not getting the opportunities to be able to create those fouls like they have been, getting the ball down low.
Yeah.
Whether it's us not transitioning or getting back and getting set like you were talking about on that one play, where either Painter or Campbell could have taken a charge.
Right.
Allman, he's trying to do his best. Just turnovers are kind of hurting us, and then just letting them get those easy points. And the band is starting to roll in.
Band is, and yeah. Misses the second, made the first.
Well, I was wrong about the press. But again, it's one of those, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Jaden just didn't get back around that
defender. They anticipated that Rudy was going to roll around with that pick, and he bailed off that screen and was able to deflect that pass. The entry pass was just a little wide. Oh.
Get a foul there.
I thought that was a little awkward that he was going to get out and run, and he couldn't because he had somebody draped on his arm.
Hank Rudy picks up his second. Team first of the quarter.
There you go. Reverse right there and behind. I like
reverse
that.
layup.
I like how he was anticipating that was going to be the shot as he drove in. That's good work there by Campbell. I was sitting there watching him just kind of doing underneath. The post work.
Yep.
And he was able to bail off of that and get his hand in there to cause a travel. That's good work. This is going to be the Campbell quarter.
Campbell quarter. I love it. This quarter sponsored to you by Jaden Campbell.
Jaden, huh?
Right? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Good pass.
There you go. Good outlet.
Painter will go to the line shooting 2.
I don't even know how he saw that. I know some people at home might be thinking that he was shooting it, but that was definitely a pass.
Definitely a pass. We are not counting that as a shot.
I didn't see that, and he did, and he was draped all over the Argylls. A little short. That's the case of the Tuesdays.
Yeah. Painter's a pretty good free throw shooter.
Yeah,
normally.
He's got a nice shot.
Yeah. Little lefty. So he'll just take the bank.
Yeah, I was going to say, makes the adjustment.
Shenandoah kind of full court press here. Just full court man, essentially.
Oh. Link. Right there.
Great steal.
Oh, good skip pass. Woo.
Okay. Get a timeout.
I think Coach was collectively holding his breath like we were up here. That's that was a good skip pass all the way across there. It almost looked like some fingers could have touched it. And Painter, I would have liked to see him shoot that. You make it, it's a 3-point game, but not quite having the confidence, pass it out, and then Coach wants to call timeout to get a nice little play.
Yep.
Are you thinking going for 2 or are you going for 3 here?
I'm a minute 50 left. I'm okay with going for 2. You get your best shot, and get the points. I think points are important, not if it's 2 or 3.
Well, Madison-Grant's been doing a really good job of that 2-3 zone and really crashing down when it gets in the middle.
Yeah.
Campbell being the driving force inside there, but sometimes you can tell when he gets stopped right there, kind of at the out of bounds volleyball line.
But if you can drive and kick,
that would help. When the players are making those plays and getting those kicks, it's working. But
so they want to get Cam the ball, kind of set up the offense with screens on either side. So I appreciate the patience here, but I think points need to be.
You appreciate the patience. I think we're just waiting for them to foul us.
Yeah, it's a 6-point game. They're content keeping you in front of.
Yeah.
In front of you, and Paint or Gray for 3.
Ooh,
good shot. And so
I was gonna say he hasn't made his one yet. That was a nice smooth shot.
Screen here, top. Shenandoah's here. Played man a lot this game. Maybe zone just for a little bit, but
whoops.
There's just a defensive miscommunication. There's a foul. As it Campbell came off of Johnson, but nobody sagged down.
Yeah,
on Psalms. So Psalms.
Caden looks a little shook up over there. He went through like 4 gauntlet screens.
Yeah,
where it was tough, and then he might have been the one that needed to be responsible for the roll down, or I'm not sure on the backside.
Makes a second. Makes it a 4-point game.
Rolled it out there to that 4-point lead.
Three by Music.
Ooh. Oh.
Tries to save it, but throws it into a Madison-Grant.
Yeah. That was a little tough there for Zajan.
I think Madison-Grant fans might be a little annoyed with that. I mean, Jaden was already falling back before contact even happened, anticipating the contact. He was set, though.
Yeah, and I think he wanted to sidestep it, and he thought Jaden was going to go to the other side, and then Jaden just stopped, and then he just jumped right into him. So it just looked awkward.
3, misses it. That's probably going to probably wrap it up here.
Yeah, Fallon
that should
be able to stop the clock.
Johnson here shooting 2. Makes the first.
You were talking about the double overtime that they played last week, right? Or 2 weeks ago when they were here. Because I remember now both teams are ready to come out and
just waiting.
They had to go back in the locker room. Six-point ball game. We're shooting threes now to try and get those 6 points made up quickly, and not gonna happen.
Yeah, appreciate the fight, but 10.3 seconds left here, down by 6. Johnson going back to the line, shooting 2.
And just a little bit too much thickness down underneath. That got those easy points.
Yeah. Well, just not being able to take advantage of
not capitalizing on our drives.
Our field goal percentage, I would like to see what that is. It's definitely going to be below 50%, I would imagine.
Still 6 point. Interesting. Boom.
I'm going to call it jump ball, stays Shenandoah ball.
All right.
Good hustle there by Aiden Music. His elbow's hurting a little bit.
Oh, yeah, right there. And one. Oh.
Yep.
That would have been a good and one.
Would have.
1.3, though, so not enough time.
Yep. Misses.
You missed both of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there we go. 41-35. Madison-Grant JV wins over Shenandoah. We will be back here shortly with our varsity matchup. What's that?
We'll be back.
We'll be back. All right, well. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the start of the varsity contest between Shenandoah and Madison-Grant.
Checky.
Checky.
All right, you got me. You can hear me?
I hear you, and you hear me.
I can hear you.
Yep.
I'm a little loud on my end here.
You're a little loud on your end?
Well, I just need to move my mic, I think. I'm projecting very... Again, where's our muffers?
I get
our little cotton balls for the microphone.
Yeah, the mesh. I'd like to get different microphones, honest headsets, but the ones I want are like $150.
Funds are running out.
What?
Did you say funds are running out?
Oh, yeah, they definitely ran out. So, starters for tonight for Madison-Grant. Number 3, Chad Lamb. Number 4, Levi Nelson. Number 12, Brock Barnhart. Number 30, Ike Almadea. And number 33, Luke Gilman. Tonight's starters for Shenandoah is number 1, Zane Mitchell. Number 3, Aiden Coffey. Number 10, Cannon Case. Number 15, Garrett May. And I forgot number 2, Maddox Davis.
Yep.
Shenandoah comes in on a 2-game losing streak. Lost against Union County last week and tipped in on Saturday. So hoping to avenge or kind of get back on track against Madison-Grant. Madison-Grant is coming off. I think they beat Westdale, I think, on Saturday. So,
yeah, the Union County one was a tough one to take because that was a sectional game. We're 0-2 right now in the sectionals. Really, the ultimate game is trying to make sure that you're in a good, ready position to go win a sectional. Our sectional is tough this year with Northeastern doing really good. Centerville getting better every game. And then Union County showed up and came to our house and beat us. And so there was kind of a, what are we doing here? And let's right the ship. And so Tipton was a good challenge for us to kind of get in there and figure out what we want to do with us. And then we ended up going up there and, not playing very well. Trying to earn ourselves to right that ship back, and then we got that 2-game losing streak like you were talking about. So it'd be very interesting. Coach is going with a different lineup here for the start to see what's that spark. What's that thing that we're going to be able to do to get back on the winning track, because that's what we want to do. But Madison-Grant coming in here 6-9.
Yep.
No stats out there to be able to kind of help with what's going on down there on the court, but we'll try to do the best we can to keep you updated on the names and what they're doing. The turnover there by the Argylls as we were talking about this.
Almost.
But you can tell trying to feed the big guy.
Absolutely.
Cannon doing a really good job of keeping him wide and outside so that shot's a little bit more lower percentage.
And we get
got a foul and a push there on number 4.
Levi Nelson pick up his first. I think it was.
So 2 possessions there for the Argylls and no points for that first turnover, and then kind of an outside shot. See what we do with the ball here.
Now, got to read a little bit of their scouting report. And the ball is going to be turned over. Zane, I think it went off of Zane's knee there to out of bounds. So Madison-Grant ball here.
And that's the thing about Zane. That's his little bugaboo right now is kind of those unforced turnovers, the things that kind of get deflected in the lane. Just trying to figure out. I know that he's trying to be aggressive and get those passes to where they need to be, but not able to kind of connect and get those large turnover. And so he's battling with that. Hopefully we can kind of mitigate that. I know that coaches talked about this over time is we've got to limit our turnovers.
Absolutely.
Get the rebounds and, have a little bit more higher percentage shots. And I think our biggest thing over the last few games, especially in this 2-game losing streak, is our free throw percentage.
Yeah. Speaking of free throw percentage, Madison-Grant was 0 for 2. Gilman there missed on both. And ball back to Shenandoah here off of a Zane Mitchell foul. So
Brock helping us out there. We were a little discombobulated. Threw it out of bounds, and he was already there.
Good roll.
Entry pass there.
Oh, sure, Zane.
I think he wasn't expecting that the 33 is going to be down there and present the deflection.
So, gonna get a travel, right?
Huh.
My take from the last 2 games as a casual observer, not as a
invested body.
Well, I mean, I think I'm invested.
Well, I mean, as invested as
a coach or a player.
Coaches, players, or a parent.
Is I see a lot of our kids like we expect Aiden to be the scorer. I think there's going to be a foul there on 12. Brock Barnhart.
You mean we as a team, as players?
Players. I think the players are deferring to
score
Aiden.
For us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At times, I saw that in the Union County game at times, and I saw that a little bit at Tipton as well. And Aiden, unfortunately, especially at Tipton, struggled a little bit shooting. That's going to happen.
Union County, he struggled.
Quite
a bit. That's
good
beautiful.
Dish. Great dish. 2-man game there with Aiden and Cannon. A little roll by Cannon there, and
Aiden kind of did a tough thing by scoring so many points that he did earlier in the season, so he drew attention to himself.
Absolutely.
Which is what great players do, and then they started adjusting, started getting the scouting reports, putting the template together on how to guard him, and so then they're asking other players to step up and score, and those players haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Like we needed to.
Right, and I think I would like to see some of our guys be a little more maybe not, I don't want to say selfish, but just like, hey, looking to score as well to help out.
Kind of like that one, right? Take
right
it to
there.
the basket.
Good take by Garrett. I think he stumbled on his foot a little bit.
Yeah, it was block party, baby.
Big rejection there by May.
And there, the deflection kind of got us opened up a little bit for them to get the easy 2 underneath.
One of the things on the scouting report, Madison-Grant, you probably can notice this if you're watching. They play a man defense, and there's going to be a foul there.
Who are they calling that on? Zane?
It might be Zane.
For a screen? Yep.
Yeah.
That's a big man. I was looking over there to try to see what finger he was going to be pointing up, and his shoulders got me distracted.
Absolutely. But Madison-Grant plays a good man defense. They overplay some of the passing lanes. Another big block there by May.
And the Argylls pick it right back up and go right into their transition offense.
Cannon with the steal, knocked the ball out.
There we go. We got some excitement from the fans on that.
Not May, Coffee there. Maddox Davis for 3, just off. And that ball is going to go to Madison-Grant. But I expect to see some back cuts here for us when we get an offensive sets, taking advantage of some of that Madison-Grant.
There's that play where it was really beautiful. We ended up talking through it, but Aiden came up the top of the key and spun backwards, and Cannon was just cutting right to the basket. It was a great play design, and we executed pretty good. I think we just need to kind of keep having faith in that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that you don't see much this season is number 12, Jarrett Hellman, bringing the ball up. And Zane Mitchell not in the game due to the 2 fouls that he's picked up early.
But
it's a new look Raiders out there right now.
I will say, you may not say, but
cut him
there
off.
You go, Aiden.
Cut him off, but he still said, I will fade and make it anyway.
Jarrett can bring the ball up. He's very adept at that. Better handle than you would think. Deep 3.
Woo.
Off. Just out of the reach of Hellman.
Those are
33 gets travel.
Those rebounds
Gilman
are
there.
tough. So my daughter plays basketball, and she's a freshman in high school, and those are kind of those elementary things that you try to work on is long shots equal long rebounds.
Right.
Like I've heard that over time from all the greats out there, and that one right there was an extra long shot. it bounced all the way out there. Jarrett tried to crash it, and it just bounced way over his head. Luckily enough to travel.
Ball gets loose there. Maddox here at the wing.
I collectively held my breath because
good move.
12 typically picks up fouls when the ball's on the ground.
Yeah.
So what a move.
That's what we need more from Jarrett as far as being aggressive. There was a mismatch there, obviously, in size. He was able to exploit that. Deep 3 by Barnhart.
So it was awkward seeing him shoot the 3 on that one transition, and then he comes back even further and says, I'm still good at this.
Yeah. He's a kid who's going to shoot, I think, from anywhere. That's definitely going to be a Madison-Grant ball.
It's probably really tough to defend shooters like that.
Yeah. I think the scouting report on him is he's going to shoot anywhere from volleyball line in.
The 10-foot line?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Look at it. Called it, unfortunately.
Well,
Barnhart.
if he makes it, might as well.
Yeah.
Why don't you back up 3 more feet and see if you can make it?
Yeah.
We'll Caitlin Clark this thing. I do like the movement that we're doing without the ball.
Yeah.
And then as I say that, we don't move.
Stop moving.
A little reach around there to try to deflect the ball. They're calling it a little tight.
That was number 30,
Fair
right?
for me. He demands to pay attention, doesn't he?
Yeah. Hey, get out of the way so they can see me. Ike Almeida picks up the foul.
I'll work out.
His first. Yeah, we can get. There you go, Hellman. That's what we need from you, kid.
I was looking. I thought that was Garrett jumping up there. That was beautiful. It was Garrett at Tipton. They kept calling him Garrett up there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Oh, that's good defense there. Good
rebound.
Oh,
and it gets
wait,
the foul.
Who's going to get it?
That's going to be 3. I think Chad Lamb will pick up that foul.
I don't know. Usually when Jarrett gets in the air and their bodies collide, he picks it up.
Yeah. He's
but
had some bad.
The inertia did not go the way it typically goes. It went against 3 towards 12's way. So that's where the foul pulls up. Interesting. They're at 4 fouls right now, so the next one puts us to the line.
They're aggressive, handsy defense. There you go. Cannon with a good.
That was a tricky little layup.
little reverse layup.
Looks like we're playing our offense that we want to try to run. Now, if we can stop 12 from shooting 70-foot three-pointers, we might be able to be leading this game.
He's their kid. He's going to try to get shots for him. A little bit elevator screen there. 23 deep.
Long rebound. Aiden says, let me see how
I'll
far
show you
we
how
can
deep.
go.
Oh.
I thought he was going to make that. It looked really good.
It did.
Oh, good tip.
Hellman with another two. Good layup.
I've been trying to tell him to dunk on somebody, and I was hoping that would be the opportunity to do it, but he's not quite confident in that knee yet.
Not quite yet. And I think just like he saw two guys crashing down around him, and I think he just wanted to make sure he got
I
the
agree.
points.
I think he's confident in his knee when he's all by himself and there's nobody that's going to be underneath of him. But I think we had a scare earlier in the year where somebody just undercut him.
Oh, yeah.
And just took his legs out, incidentally, but still.
Well,
he hoved it.
He did squat pretty well this week, yesterday, so maybe a little sore.
It's a good quarter to work our way back there, tie it up, 12-12.
That's right. Yeah, Madison-Grant jumped out to an early lead, but we fought back here. Barnhart leads all scorers with 8. The band is in. So that's awesome. But doesn't do a whole lot for my headache.
It's like it's going to give me one. Your headache's going to get contagious.
There's our cheerleaders doing a great job as always. I don't think we got the A. Oh, the A was way, or the R was way down.
You need to borrow
On
this or something to put it on there? Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
So end of one, 12-12.
Yeah. You can play that if you want to.
For Shenandoah, Hellman leads the team with 6. And then
well, you know what, and I can safely say this, that I'm pretty sure Madison-Grant did not have Hellman on their scouting report as a scorer. Because if anybody is out there that's watching in these stands and the fans, that's one of the things that's been the little undertone grumbling is
Hellman needs to shoot more.
You need to score more. Or shoot more, I guess. I'll just say shoot more. I guess the points are important because you need to have them higher than
back cut. Oh,
he had it.
Yeah, he had it there, but he scores anyway. And that's, I think, one of the things that they're going to try to exploit the rest of the night is that over-aggressive defense in the passing lanes and getting those back cuts.
I think now I'll take the time to be able to look over there and see Coach Ellsworth in his nice conservative blue jacket and gray slacks, keeping it cool, calm, and collected today. He's typically got some kind of crazy outfit, a little bit different colored, but right now it's going with let's get back to business.
Saving that for Hubbard for 3 off the back of the rim.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get...
That one's the unfortunate type of fouls. You know, you're trying to block somebody out, and they jump up in the air. The safety call.
And you come underneath them.
Yeah, you take out their legs, you're automatically going to get that foul.
And Chad Lamb picks up his second.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Chad because he's just doing his job, trying to box it out, and Cannon trying to get the rebound and getting boxed out and coming down.
That's player safety. You got to be.
Yeah, I agree. I'll take that 10 out of 10 times on our end too because you just got to make sure you're saving it.
Hellman. Good rebound.
Woo. Woo.
Good passing. Great
in,
job. Good
around,
look.
and in.
Yep. Case with 2.
Oh, yeah.
Good steal.
Aiden saw that one
Aiden
from a mile
read
away.
that. Yeah, great job, Aiden.
And we get a timeout. That's the way to come out of the second quarter and start making a run.
Good 6-0 run here to start the second quarter from Jarrett, Cannon, and Aiden. So, and our cheerleaders are getting recognized.
This one, me.
That's both of us.
This one?
You can mute it,
or
yeah.
This one?
No, this one's both of us. Together right now.
Oh, we're tied in the same one? Okay.
Yeah. For the moment. All right, we are back. Here coming out of this full timeout, Madison-Grant. Madison-Grant's ready, but I don't think we are.
I am liking the fact that we were back here watching some basketball, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having it go, twice a week, and then it was once a week on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And then all the away games that we were having there in January. It's just
well, little behind the scenes inside info. This is the last time. This is just a 1-year contract with Madison-Grant. So next year we'll have another home game. And then Tipton basically said they don't think they can fulfill next year. So we're not going to play Tipton next year. We will probably fill that with another home game.
Oh.
So.
Well, hopefully I'm still around.
I
take advantage of the 2 home games that we're going to make on the schedule.
I hope you're around too.
But we talked about that before. Hope is not a strategy.
That's right. What's that? Off the back, good rebound there by Hellman. He's having a great first half. Several rebounds here.
As we were talking randomly here, Aiden had a deflection, so it kind of discombobulated their offense. Kind of forced number 12 there, Brock, to take a shot.
Feeding Hellman down, kicking out to Hubbard for 3.
Put that in. Ooh. Oh. He'll get there. He'll get there.
And good to see him. I mean, Hubbard's not afraid to shoot.
Not at all.
By any stretch of the means.
Oh, what a move.
And I think May's lucky that that was not going to foul.
That's the way to get down and run.
There you go. Good running the court. Cannon Case with 2. Good feed.
Yeah, Garrett was looking to be able to send that to next year.
Yeah.
And
he does lead the team in blocks, although I don't think Cannon's far behind, and blocks per game. And he already has 2.
What a box. Oh, that was awkward.
They're going to get Hubbard on a push.
Yeah,
kind of pushed him off.
They were both running in together. And
Hubbard kind of extended his arm.
Yep. Kind of like on the Super Bowl where the offensive pass interference.
So do you think it was pass interference or not? The first offensive pass interference?
Letter of the law, yes.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity to be able to set the tone if they wanted to set a tone. I wanted to see if there was going to be an opportunity to call it against the Chiefs, and they never had that. So at that point, it just made it right.
Barnhart throws it out of bounds.
What I'm looking at right now is just kind of the body language of the Argylls. They're looking worn. So I don't know if maybe the Tuesday game here is kind of wearing on them a little bit too. Do you know when they last played their last game?
I think it was Saturday against Westdell.
Saturday at Westdell?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just look a little worn right now.
Hellman shooting. There you go. See, that's what we need from you, kid. Keep shooting, kid.
That's part of the game, part of the offense that we've been missing too. It's just in that 10 to 12 foot range.
Yeah.
To bring some people out of that middle to open it up for Cannon and Garrett.
Open it up for Cannon, but also like
kickouts,
and then I think of like Aiden. There's going to be those gaps because people are afraid of Aiden's 3-point shooting, as they rightly should. And then between Cannon and Aiden, there's going to be those gaps in that 10 to 12 foot range.
Yeah, and also to your point is they can play a 4-man box, and then you run that one runner around the face guard. Aiden to find him wherever he's at, and you can crash down. If you don't create those lanes to get you out and spread out on that 10 to 12 foot range, then it's easier to guard the down low.
Right. Now, I was told by somebody who should remain nameless that we do have one loyal listener who really enjoys the stream, and it's Aiden's grandma. Now, I'm assuming it's because she loves hearing us talk, and not watching her grandson.
That's a great assumption. I'm gonna go out there and say, in order of the grandchildren come first and able to actually see it.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And then tolerates the voices.
Grandma Coffee's up in South Bend area, Mishawaka, I believe, and so she does watch her son, her grandson, as much as possible. So I'm sure Rack had nothing to do with that.
I'm sure Rack had everything to do with it, because he's usually the first one to come up here and say that the stream's not working.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get in there, buddy.
Hit it, kid.
What a rebound.
And he's going to go to the line shooting 2. Good job, Hub.
The littlest guy out there is getting a rebound underneath the basket. Where to grind it out. This is something that's really nice to see from the Raiders. With going into this game as a 2-game losing streak, you can't sense that. They're still playing hard out there as a team.
Yep. And you want to see them playing hard, kind of fighting back from some adversity over the last couple of games and righting that ship, right? Yeah,
and I think it's also another thing that, the coaches need to kind of figure out some of that rotation, where everybody kind of fits into the momentum of the game.
There you go, Hub. Makes the second. Aiden, great job on that cut, defending that. Hubbard did check in, by the way, as is Carter Gray. Just missed. I think they're going to call that Madison-Grant ball. And it looks like Maddox Davis is checked back in.
Xavier, how do you say that one? Yegi?
Yegi?
Checking into the game here for Madison-Grant. It's one of those things that I'm kind of interesting to watch how they're subbing. A lot of the JV players are on the bench, are kind of their subs, and their 2 main players do the foul trouble for Mr. Lamb, and then
Barnhart there on the foul. Just got a little out of control, Garrett.
Barnhart either getting a rest, or I'm not sure, is he in foul trouble or not?
2, I believe. He picked up his second just a little bit ago. So maybe conserving, don't want to pick up a third before halftime. Nelson with a little layup there. Garrett, good job. Maddox to Garrett May for the layup. Giuseppe? I think it's Giuseppe. There with the shot and his own rebound. Xander.
Nice poke out there by Aiden again.
Aiden with the poke out. Hit the 3, kid.
Oh.
Just a little long.
It's. Oh, that was pretty good there.
Garrett is on block patrol right now.
He jumped straight up.
Comes down.
So he wasn't able to create a foul because he didn't angle his arms over or anything.
Didn't initiate that contact. Turnover there by Shenandoah. Nelson steps out of bounds.
Has Jarrett got something in his nose? That's hard for me to see.
Yeah, he does have something in his nose. I think he got hit earlier, and so maybe just had a little bit of blood.
Oh. All right. Aiden missing, I think it was either Garrett cutting there in the middle, and he was just doing a heat check. One of those things that you just, from a shooter perspective, I've never been good enough to shoot to put the ball in the basket. So it's like, keep shooting.
Get a foul here.
I think Aiden's just trying to find his range.
Gilman, yeah. I mean, I appreciate that he's continuing to shoot.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe Tipton wasn't a great shooting night for him. Come out here. He was hitting some decent ones in practice earlier. So it's there. It's sometimes you feel forced or maybe a little pressure. May for 3. Garrett's still looking for that third block.
Yeah, he is.
Almeida with the shot. The rebound and the make.
Levi threw that ball up a little bit, just out of the reach of Garrett.
Good take. Good layup.
Ooh, that was sneaky.
Hey, if you can't hit him from deep, drive to the hole and score.
Yeah, and that's some of the appreciation for, even though you're missing those shots, you're still earning the respect that they're going to come out to guard you so that you can use a pump fake to drive. Oh.
Thought about it.
Looks like it's a little slippery out there.
I hear a lot of squeaking.
Well, that means it's sticky, not slippy.
I know.
All right.
That Giuseppe?
Yeah.
Gillespie. Sorry, everybody.
That's his first 3, first make of the game.
28-23.
Maddox double teamed, so that means somebody's open somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to,
it looks like
reset
they're trying
for
to
the last shot.
Yeah, reset a little bit. Took the words right out of my mouth. Good call.
Mind reader.
Been doing this a long time.
And it looks like we lost the ball there. No shot for either team. 28-23 at half.
Right.
Solid night. I think Hellman leads with 10. Case has 8. Coffee has 6. So great job.
Hopefully they can get some Gatorade there, replenish themselves, slices of oranges, find some energy, come back out and do our thing that we do in the third quarter.
That's right. We'll be back. All right, we are back for the second half.
I tell you what, I need to look around this gym for a sponsorship for hearing aids because the band is loud tonight.
Yeah, they're going. That's good. And if you are curious, tonight's theme for Raider Rowdies was Little White Lies.
White lie T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
White T-shirt,
Little
white lies,
yep.
little white lies. You want little white lies?
Little White Lies.
Is there such thing as a little white lie? Where are you at on the philosophy of white lie?
I think a lie's a lie, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So this is kind of a bad angle. I always hate half court inbounds because it's like not. It's a little bit of a blind spot. We're using a different camera tonight on camera 2, so it's not my favorite camera.
So maybe we can put this back into play, and I could just plug it in
goal.
right there.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. We could do that.
Just for those half-court moments. Oh, yeah.
Hellman with the steal.
There's a robbery, a little kickback.
To
and then Garrett.
There we go. Coffee laid it up to Garrett.
The bench was going to jump up a little bit on that dunk, but it was just to give it back.
Another steal. Coffee with the ball. And they'll set up the offense here. Zane is back in. He's missed much of that first or second quarter. May. Ooh, it's a
little rim out.
A little rim out there. Ah, there we go. So we would do with three cameras.
Yeah, when we were watching a section, when they shoot the free throws, they had one that would zoom in on the player.
Yeah,
it was shocking because I was like, "Ooh, we're close."
That's something.
Don't they run like a 6-camera operation?
They might. Yeah, and that's something you got to have a technical director who's job.
What
nice
a move
shot.
there.
That's a good move. Almeida with the shot. Who's directing the cameraman? Hey, we're going to go to you next and all that. And
yeah.
Hey, get this shot.
That's big league. We're still 2A.
And, well, in Northeastern, but they do a lot of fundraising, advertising, and they pay their kids money.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's able to it gets them a little more investment, a little more involvement. And then also
have a lot more people signed up to come up here if they get paid.
Absolutely.
What's in it for me with them? Oh, Cannon steals that from Aiden.
Just making sure it didn't go out of bounds.
Yeah.
There we go. Passing around here, being patient.
And we have the luxury to be patient due to the 5-point lead.
May with the take. Oh, good rebound. Gets his own rebound. And Almeida comes up with the rebound on the second. Oh, yeah, that camera is just not great, is it?
What's that? The camera angle on this one?
No, off Zane's head.
Oh.
No, it's just a little whitewash.
Oh.
Northeastern uses cameras that are about $1,400 or $1,500.
They are high off the glass on that one for 2 points.
And they have to be, right? I mean, you have May in there, you have Cannon in there. You got to be maybe shoot a little higher than you would normally.
Yeah.
A little deep. So looking for Barnhart maybe to get another shot. Rebound there.
Good block there by Cannon.
Cannon says no. Zane with a take.
Nice.
And good layup.
Yeah, Barnhart expected him to reverse that, and he stopped right there in the front end of that. That was good.
Ball out of bounds. So trying to get a feed down low to Almeida. And just a little long.
Trying to figure out who's yelling.
I don't hear anybody yelling. besides the cheerleaders because they're so loud.
That was a good job there by Cannon to kind of get that kick out.
Good take by May.
Yeah, they got that entry pass down low, and they triple teamed him, and he was able to kick it out and find Garrett there for the cutting
Deep
backside.
three. Banked in. Gilman.
Do you think he was surprised that he made that or excited that he made it?
Pleasantly surprised.
You don't see that very often, and that's Aiden.
Yeah,
and
then, coffee with the.
So that's something that I've talked about that with the coaches too. Is when he gets frustrated, he tends to pick up kind of a emotional foul shortly after that, and that's one of those things that you just kind of you got the ball stolen. You do it to people all the time. Let's just kind of turn the page, get back. Let's not get a foul because we're going to need you a little bit later in the game. Luckily for us, we're at one foul for him in the third quarter. So, Barnhart tried to give it to him.
He's quick. Good rebound by Cannon.
Yeah, that bounced perfectly to Cannon, and he brought it right down. I liked it.
To May.
Yeah.
Let's go.
How was that not a foul with the... Oh, well, I'm not going to complain. We're not going to complain.
I don't know if it was... Yeah. I mean, I can see maybe there wasn't enough contact. Maybe, I don't know, but they are not going to call Cannon for the push.
They are.
They are going to call Cannon for the push. The ball was already... whatever. Hey,
Yeah.
Cannon...
I think I was rooting for a foul down here on this end because of the stoppage of play, because we've been running and gunning for a couple of minutes here, and you can tell how tired everybody is. And as a coach up here, when you watch when kids are getting a little ragged, you don't want an injury or somebody to get hurt in that moment. Oh. Nope. Does that count as a block? Or
I don't know what it counts as.
What are you putting down in the score sheet on that one?
Deflection.
Well, he ended up with the ball eventually.
Yeah. Steal.
Whoop.
Zane. Good take.
Ooh.
Unfortunate.
Heavy.
Yep. He's trying to get it out to Jarrett or even Aiden, but just a little bit, like you said,
it's tough to shoot the ball when you're getting, 5 hands slapped on your forearm. So he's one of those kids that you got to play through that stuff. I don't know if he gets those calls. I don't see him get those calls very often.
He doesn't because it's it's hard to move him.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a thick kid, and Barnhart hits a three.
All this basketball they've been playing, and now it's still a 4-point game.
Yeah. Good move.
It's a good timeout.
Good timeout. I think, as you said, because it's been a back and forth third quarter. I'll call full timeout, but gives it a little bit of a rest, kind of reset. I really enjoy this crew.
They're not making the calls that are confusing. They're calling ones that are good physical fouls. They're not influencing the game either way. They're very consistent.
Yep.
I do think it helps, when you look like Mike Tyson.
I mean, the guy's got some broad shoulders, and not to sound weird, but
sit down,
yeah,
everybody on this side will sit down.
Yeah.
Are you trying to cheer to get a shirt up here?
I'm trying to get a shirt. I want to see them use their arms.
They don't make it up here. We've tried for 10 games. I think they'll take out a camera.
They might take out a camera, or
let's see if we can get all 10 of them to throw it up here.
Yeah. Nope, don't even look at us.
Nope, we are not even attention paid.
Nope, somebody's not getting a 4 for their weight training tomorrow.
However, we are not family members.
That's true.
And I think all of the T-shirts went to their family members.
Oh, favoritism.
Isn't that what we promote? All right.
Back at it.
Xavier back in the game. And looks like they're Lamb back in the game.
Barnhart with the hand in his face. Just hit. I don't think he'd have a better defense than that. No space.
Probably not what you drew up in the timeout.
Yeah, that was just hand in his face. Aiden's right there. No, gave him no space, and he just hits it. Cannon.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Feed the big guy.
Good space. Good angle.
Cannon with 12.
It's been a very good basketball game to watch. Both sides.
Yep. And he is hot. That's his third of the quarter. Barnhart. Cannon's just saying, hey, I'm going to score 2.
So Barnhart will take 3. Cannon will take 2.
That doesn't work in our favor eventually. And Aiden's playing some great defense.
What do you do to cool down a shooter?
Honestly, maybe hit him. Legally?
Now is the time to be able to share with our viewers. This is being recorded, and it is replayable.
Yeah. There is a sense of being physical with them.
Even though we don't think people listen or hear us, and we could have got away with it on the NFHS network because they don't replay that. On the YouTube, it gets played over.
Although this year they've changed that a little bit because I was able to go back and listen to some of the football ones. But anyway, no, I think you have to be physical with the shooter. If he's continuing to shoot,
Zane's going to pick up his third.
No, that wasn't on Zane.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Well, I thought because he jumped up in the air.
That's
on
Almeida.
Doing that blocking out.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry, back to you.
No, I think it is being physical. With it, you don't want to hurt anybody, obviously, or anything like that, but it's just get some hands on them. Maybe.
Yeah, Barnhart, though, is playing a very physical game on the defense, so he might like that kind of stuff, too.
Yeah. And like I said, with Aiden, that one shot, Aiden was right there.
Oh.
Good. Well.
Interesting. Boop.
Oh. There we go, 42-40. Madison-Grant made a little bit of a run here in the last half of that. Well, most of this third quarter, they've played fairly well, but the last half was pretty good, especially with Barnhart.
We came out on fire and then kind of dulled off there.
Yep.
With Barnhart's threes. It's hard to combat a 9-point 3-possession game.
Yep. So, yeah. Sorry,
how do you stop Barnhart? He's having a good game.
He is.
16 points.
Yep, and Almeida has 10. Barnhart is a junior. So.
Jarrett with 10. He's the leading scorer that's on the court right now. But I haven't seen much about him here in the second half.
Cannon is 12, I think. But yeah, on the court right now. And he did not score this third quarter.
He had one shot there that was a little bit contested and a little hard on that back end.
Uh-huh.
Not seeing him aggressive like he was in the first half. Maybe that little schnoz stick is kind of keeping him grounded.
You may have to get Aiden's old mask.
Yeah, did you see that last game where he threw it off?
Yep.
In dramatic fashion. He looked over at his dad to see if it was
okay.
Acceptable.
There's go Hellman.
A little rotating around. I got a little face. Oh, goodness.
Get in there, kid.
I thought he snuck that in.
Oh, good job, Hellman, fighting for that. May.
Everybody says travel. He's got a little gimp in his stride there. Uh-oh. What are we doing? They're going to call him for the hook. Again, another collective breath of the the Raiders as there is a whistle around number 12.
Almeida gets the foul, though. Picks up his third. He may be the person with the most fouls in the game so far. I don't know if we have anybody with 3. There you go, Maddox. That
Nice
should have been
job
and
there.
1. It's all right.
That's not on us to be able to call.
Nope. I would have called it.
Ooh.
And I think Aiden will get the foul here. Barnhart will go to the line shooting 2.
So was
picks
that
up
the
his
referee up here in this top corner?
Yeah.
Who's he talking to?
I don't know. Looking over this, I don't know if he's talking to a player or
I know. I'm not. He's
or a
staring.
fan. Barnhart makes 1.
I'm wondering if the camp down here on the front row had a moment due to the fact that the player got the foul. I was kind of curious about the angle in which he had. He probably saw some stuff down there that I wasn't privy to because of the angle. And Barnhart does a really good job of driving in there and just putting the pressure on you as a defender. Calling the over the line.
Over the line, yep. Lane
From the
violation.
shooter. Yep.
By the shooter.
Shooter across the line before it hit the rim. Another angle from his perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
It's Zane for the travel.
Interesting.
He had a couple against Tipton as well.
He does have a little hop in part of his drive. And some places call it and some places don't.
Deep 3. And like I said, that kid has range.
Ties it up.
And it ties it up, you're right. So
slowly working back from the beginning of the game. Where they had the early lead, but we chiseled back and now they've tied it. It's their first tie since the beginning. Been a really good basketball game going back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's like we've been playing really good. We've been playing really good basketball on both sides.
Yeah.
They're just doing a really good job of making their shots. I mean, come on, you look at Barnhart. I mean, what do you got? If you've been counting the threes, I mean, I'm thinking 7 at least.
Well, he can't have 7. He only has 20 points.
Good point. Math is hard.
I think he has 6 plus 2 free throws. 5 or 6. I think it's 6 plus 2 free throws.
Has he made anything inside of...
I'm trying to think if he made a layup, but I don't think he did. Maybe he did. But then I don't... Speaking of a layup.
Oh.
Cannon just lost the handle there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He was setting up his move before he had the ball. Good steal. Zane.
Ooh.
I almost said Maddox.
That was a tough. There wasn't much of an angle there to get the ball in, so that was a really good job.
They're not going to call the foul on that. So they got Jarrett with the foul. Kind of jumped into Barnhart. So Barnhart going line shooting 3. And Jarrett kind of landed. And the kid was falling back, and Jarrett kind of landed on him.
I think Jarrett fouled him at the beginning, and then as they followed through, Barnhart did pull him down too. He kind of got away with it the first time, and then this time he kind of pulled him down. It seemed like a little bit of a late whistle, but maybe he was just kind of waiting for his partner on the other side because of the angles. They kind of blended in the spots that they both see there. So
I expect him to make all 3. He seems to be a pretty good shooter.
Yeah, and he's obviously trying to take over this game and need to win it. And he's probably got the green light by his coach to say, "Hey, man, just do your thing."
Looks like May will check back in. I'm assuming, I don't know who for, but maybe either Jarrett or Coffee.
Well, what's amazing here is Jarrett Hellman picking up his first foul in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate that he hit him way back there.
Yeah, behind the 10-foot line for the
But
by the S. It makes all three. Solid player. Madison-Grant takes a full timeout as they take the 49-48 lead.
Well, you just sit here and hope that Barnhart doesn't have any more energy left because he is acting like the energy bunny out there. I'm hoping that the batteries start running low on him because he will not stop making his shots. We work really hard to get the ball down low and be able to make the 2 points that we need to earn, and then all of a sudden he comes down there and shoots a three-pointer. Or if he misses it, he gets a foul, so he's going to the line. So he's doing a really good job bringing us out there, and he'll pump fake and then drive to the basket. So, I mean, it's definitely the Barnhart quarter. I can tell Coach has switched the defense a little bit and put Jared on him to guard him one-on-one.
A little bit of that length,
yeah,
but
physicality. It's not making a difference.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, range was,
10-foot line from
10 foot.
Yeah,
well, I
so
think even cross half court, the kid's going to shoot.
But well, I haven't seen him shoot and make that yet. But
yeah. But at least the confidence, maybe, to try it.
He definitely plays like he's got the confidence to shoot that one.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure if it's coming down to a last-second shot, he's definitely got the ball in his hands. So.
Yeah. Shenandoah ball here coming out of bounds.
I'd say it's a little early for the last-second shot, right, to hold it for that long?
Yeah.
No second, it would be great if we could do it to prove a point that there needs to be a shot clock in high school basketball.
I don't think we need to prove that point.
I would like for us to hold it for the last-second shot and make it. But
I am anti-shot clock.
Ooh, anti-shot clock.
Yeah.
Why?
High school? I don't know. I'm kind of anti-shot clock in general. I just think,
it creates more possessions.
Yeah.
It doesn't allow a team to just play keep away for 2 minutes.
I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. And the basket is going to count.
As we heard some Argyle fans right next to us say, "Travel, we got an and one out of that one." So
the film.
Yeah, the film crew.
The film crew over here.
They've been very excited about watching their Argylls.
And they should.
And I agree.
So Jarrett goes to the line shooting one. That foul was on Almeida. Picked up his fourth. So he's going to go to the bench here for probably the next couple minutes. He's their second leading scorer on the night, I believe. Hellman is
smooth with it.
Smooth with it. He's our second leading scorer on the night as well. So now you have.
I was gonna say, who do you think has the ball?
Yeah, Coffey's back on. Barnhart.
Stay with it.
They're going to travel.
No, they're going to call
the screen.
Yeah, they've been kind of doing it, like both teams. Both kind of, as they do the pick and roll, they'll screen or grab a little bit on that. Aiden sold it a little bit. I think it's unfair for Levi at this point in the game that they call that, but they did.
I conveniently didn't have that on film, so sorry about that, Madison-Grant fans.
Hey.
Should be a Madison-Grant ball. Hellman trying to make a play there. Didn't come down with the ball. And there's a...
Yeah, Aiden was trying to come over the screen. Levi was...
Just kind of bump blocked.
Yeah, was screening him.
Hip check.
Well, he actually grabbed him as he spun to roll off of it. And Aiden sold it a little bit with some arms in the air and got the call.
Sometimes you have to exaggerate a little bit to...
Yeah, it's just interesting because I haven't seen it called. So he must have done something a little bit more elaborate down there that... Uh-oh.
We roll his ankle.
If you roll your ankle, is that still travel? Nice job, Cannon.
Good job, Cannon. Fight for that rebound, coming down with it.
That's a good job by Garrett. They're creating that straight up and down pressure to make that be a high shot.
Now, I would say, hey, you can bleed some time here off this clock. Don't need a quick...
Nice move.
Or you don't need a quick basket.
I thought he was going to be coming over here on the front side of this.
Yeah.
Didn't need to reverse because that kind of went into that backside pressure or help side.
Barnhart. We have 33 up there. Gilman. Barnhart's just kind of moving around, trying to get some, I'm sure, some space.
Oh, a triple team in it this time.
Well, they're not going to leave the screener or leave Barnhart.
Woo!
Which Barnhart needs to.
Boom, boom. Oh, don't bring it down.
Yep. Yagi, Xavier. Yeah, I think
the
it's
Gremlin got him on that one.
With the knockout there.
Good timeout there, too.
We have
Cannon running down there and brought it down there low where they could get to it. Mm-hmm. He's a tall guy. He needs to keep it high.
Keep it high.
Right off the glass. Like, keep it in that good basket space where there's nobody that's going to poke it out. Learning lesson. Well, 51-49, 3:05 left to go. We're looking at 2 fouls for the Raiders, 2 team fouls, and then we've got 4 team fouls on the Argylls. So the next foul is shooting, so that's a little bit more in our favor. Barnhart's glaring number over there, though, 25 points on the game is outstanding.
Yeah,
but the disbursement of our leading scorers there is Cannon and Jarrett, 13 and 14, and then respectable 6, 8, and 6, being able to be contributed.
It's well balanced.
I'd say so. Sorry, not Cannon, but I was looking over there. Aiden's number. He's got 3 fouls right now, so he's still got to be a little aggressive to stay with Barnhart there. Stay with him, but not pick up the next 2 fouls in the next 3 minutes.
Right.
I mean, you got 3 minutes to pick up those 2 fouls. However, don't pick up an early one here.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not at a rush unless you're wide open underneath the basket. I'm not in a rush to shoot this, like to get the shot up real quick. There is no shot clock. You don't have to wait 25 seconds or whatever. Just get the ball in, pass it around, make them feel the pressure, and or bounce it off their foot. Yeah.
So let us rewind.
Rewind
and let's talk about if it's turned over. Let's not pick up a 4th foul.
Yeah. Well, and he was trying to prevent the shot.
I agree. It was a smart play. However, that's the 4th foul on him at that moment.
Yes. And I think Madison-Grant is like, hey, why isn't that intentional?
I would 100% agree with that conversation.
But
why wasn't that intentional?
You did wrap him up.
The definition of the rule of intentional is to keep someone from intentionally doing what they need to do to impede them intentionally.
I mean, Barnhart obviously is going to have the ball.
Do we continue to have nice job there?
Good job. And he falls.
Is that a flop if the offense does it?
It should be.
Huh?
I don't know.
Should be, you said?
Yeah.
Right there. Sneaky little post out right there with Barnhart trying to get underneath of him.
Full timeout here by Madison-Grant. Up by 4, 2:22 left. Madison-Grant only has 1 timeout. That's going to play into it.
Good job by Zane right there, kind of being patient to understand the matchup is there. Madison-Grant does a good job of switching off of their screens quickly to make you not sure about your pass, especially down here on this side. And Zane kind of being patient with it to make sure Garrett had position on him to be able to get that easy 2.
Absolutely.
Would have liked to see an and 1, but that's just me being selfish.
Well, he was backing into Garrett, right? Just trying to,
it looked like a sneaky box out.
Yeah. Like, hey, yeah. I didn't know you had the ball.
Just a little gamer in him.
Yeah.
So here's the game within the game that I'm looking at right now is Aiden with 4 fouls.
Do you keep him on Barnhart?
He is, right? Yeah. He's eyeing him. He's spying him. So we're rolling with it, and we're trusting Aiden to do his thing. Yep.
Good steal.
Goodness. And 1, baby.
And 1, baby.
You count that as 3 for number 3.
I was a little worried I was going to get a little more physical than that.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm glad that it didn't.
I thought Aiden, you could tell in his eyes as he was running down that he was looking for the contact, that he was wanting that and 1. And then when Argyle there, I think it was Levi
Nelson, yeah,
snuck in there.
There it
He
is.
tapped him, but not hammered him.
Yeah, and he could have.
Yeah, and he could have. You're right. Sportsmanship there on
Nelson.
On Nelson, yeah. He wanted to try to impede the shot, still make some contact, but not make it physical. To the point that it's an O.
Uh-oh.
And there's where you think that he was about to dunk.
Shooting to, yeah.
And
I think he was going to, but
having the footsteps next to the alligator arms come into play. You ever watch that? Was it an Allstate commercial where they're the alligator arms for the check?
Oh, yeah.
I think about that for receivers when they run across the middle.
There you go, Hellman. That's number 14 for him on the night.
Of course, I say he was going to dunk it. That's only because you're.
Well, I was quick to switch to
we're back
the camera.
Here.
Yeah. Misses the second.
He's going to be disappointed in that.
Yeah, we'll hear about it tomorrow.
He's not one to want to miss.
He's a perfectionist, for sure.
We'll skip pass. Uh-oh.
Oh. And fouled him with his knee brace. So, that's why I want him to high jump, by the way.
Well, join the sweepstakes.
I know. Well, I just told him, hey, he needs to do something.
What we're working on right now is one day at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. Uh-oh. Woo! Oh, yeah.
That was quick.
Oh, beautiful.
That was some QB heat.
Oh, my goodness.
Coffee. Raiders kind of pulling away here in the last 2 minutes.
Such a pass that the Madison-Grant wasn't even ready for. They're like, why? How dare you even throw that?
Aiden was barely ready for it. Caught it.
What a smart play by Aiden. 4 fouls. Oh, what a tip. Garrett's going to have to apologize to Cannon, though, because that took away his assist. That was Garrett's assist on that one, but...
So knocked it out there.
What I wanted to say about about Aiden coming up over here was he had an opportunity to try to steal the ball and be deflective, but there was an opportunity he would have been able to be in the way of creating a foul, so he backed off a little bit there, and it was just super smart of him because that could have been an easy foul, stop the clock, shooting 2, but instead now they're like time off the clock.
And he's going to foul out?
I mean, lesson learned here, Aiden, right? Learn from Barnhart on that one. He shot and he hooked and hammered. He fouled Aiden on that.
Yeah.
And you're not, what are you going to do? You're going to call the foul on the shooter?
Yeah, well, so he fouls out 13 points. He had 7 points this quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So, good solid quarter for him to really, especially the last 3 minutes, to kind of pull us ahead there.
Yeah, and there was a good 3-minute run, 2.5 minutes that we were worried when he picked up his 4th foul.
Yeah.
That he was guarding Barnhart and he would have picked up his 5th a lot earlier. And so being able to be savvy with his 4th, and, time is on our side for this with that 11-point lead.
Yeah. And the defense definitely gave us that lead. The aggressiveness there. Hubbard's in now. And, oops. I wanted to see Cannon hand that off, but it's all right. Cannon took it. Probably didn't really notice.
We're taking their time. We're good. They're giving the ball to the ref. We're ball game.
There it is.
12-point lead. That wasn't the reflection upon the game, but I like how we kind of took
pulled
advantage.
Away there at the end. Defensively, the intensity stepped up, and we made the referee just hit the kid in the head on accident. But, just played really well defensively. That sparked the offense tonight. And I think there's a lot of great things that happened that we didn't see the previous 2 games. Rebounding, sharing the load offensively, and that defensive intensity.
Yeah, I mean, I also think that the scouting report did not have Jared Hellman scoring points.
Right.
And that was a good thing.
Or taking shots.
Yeah. That helped create some stuff going on for us. Different players stepping up in their role and making sure that they, at the end of the day, we chisel away, cutting down that tree one chop at a time, then finding a way to be able to win by 12. Mm-hmm. You hope that it's one of those things that you get back on the track of winning, which, it helps to do that to win and get back on track. Let's carry that momentum going on into the next games, And
got a huge game on Friday night against LaPel here. LaPel's, I think, a team that's very talented, but has been up and down all year. If you look at some of their scores, you're like, oh, why'd you lose to this team? Or what was the score? But they're very talented. And so it will be a good test.
Yeah, and they still have the Twin Towers over there.
They got the Judge brothers. They got Devin Craig, who's their ball handler. He's kind of like an Aiden Coffey type kid, and it'll be a good challenge to see where we're at and ready to go. So you will be here tonight. Are you going to be here Friday night?
Yeah.
I'm on the clock. There will be a special guest to be determined.
Still got to find it?
I actually have to text. That's all I have to. I'm assuming I have to just text it out.
Okay.
If you're listening, just let me know. We'll go from there. So
all right,
see you Friday night.
Bye.
Later.